name Investec first appeared on the scene in 1976, and we became a bank in 1980. At that time, there were 8 of us who used to sit around the table. We listed in 1986 on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. We started expanding internationally in 1992. We have 10,000 people around the world from the original 8. So we've made, great strides in building our brand both globally and in South Africa from just a small entrepreneurial boutique.
We are first a human environment and second a corporation. That means that if you work here, you've got to come as yourself, an open and honest individual presence, not hiding behind titles and rank and degrees and those kinds of things. You come as you. That's why we're looking for real human beings to work in the environment, because we want our clients to engage real human beings. If you can, you'll fit right in.
Shared Services is the operational hub for Investec Specialist Bank. We do all of the back-end processes for Specialist Bank, from onboarding a client up until the client decides to leave the bank and everything in between. We have an onboarding team, and they're responsible for getting a new-to-bank client or an existing client a new product. And then we have a non-financial team who's responsible for servicing a client and all of their non-financial needs: card delivery, reimbursing a new card, info statements, as well as a records management piece. And then we have the financial teams, which is really around servicing a client, but where there's an in and outflow of money. Installment sales, getting money into the bank, making payments on behalf of our clients. And then we have the fraud team, so making sure that our clients' money is safe and that their portfolio online banking presence is safe. And then we have regulatory ops, that is just making sure from a regulatory perspective we're complying with all of the regulations. So those are really the 5 pillars. It's a very young environment and a very diverse environment. So we have real citizens from Investec. We're probably one of the most diverse teams in the group. So it's a nice culture in the sense that there's constant learning. So you're learning from people who have lessons in life, and you're learning from grads who have lots of theory. And we have people from different backgrounds. So we have engineers, chefs, BCom grads, teachers. So it's an environment where we have various skill sets, and everyone just brings themselves. What is a common goal that we all have is that we are here to service the client.
So transaction monitoring analyst, basically we are monitoring unusual transactions in the client's account. So in order for us to actually anticipate the client's transactional behavior, we would look at the client's occupation, their salaries, what do they do, and then look at, in terms of the transactions that we are seeing in the client's account, does it make sense for the client basically to be receiving such funds or to be transacting in the manner that they're transacting in. What we are essentially looking for is money laundering activities, which we then report to our regulators. So the ideal candidate for our area is somebody who's ambitious, somebody who is who can pay attention to detail and who thinks outside the box. You gotta think for yourself to say, okay, cool, this is the information that I have. In order to draw a conclusion, what must I do? You gotta let the investigation itself lead you, because every client is different from another. You run your own career. You set out your day basically in terms of where you want to be, what you want to be. You carve out your own career path. It's an opportunity to learn. Not only that, is that you get to work with different individuals. You've got access to systems, you've got access to different senior people that you can talk to that can assist you in making your life at Investec easier. You have to come from more of a financial or even a law background. It's not about a degree as such, but it's more about taking the extra mile, being motivated, being inspired, be willing to just think outside the box and do things differently. That's the type of person we're looking for.